All Saints' Day Revelation 7 verses 2-4, 9-14. 1 John 3. 1-3 Matthew chapter 5 verses 1-12. Friends of the Evangelization of Teresa Little. Father Zheng Qingdao Bible Reading and Reflection November 2025. 1 Jesus Christ Plus. The Catholic Church has many officially canonized saints, because their holiness is obviously well known, and the 2 miracles required for canonization also show that they are already in heaven and have a great effect in interceding for people. Almost every day there is an anniversary of one or more such saints in the Church's liturgical calendar, inspiring us to imitate them. When we humans were created, our humanity was good. However, because of sin, our humanity was damaged and we became self-centered and selfish. We also had selfish desires and preferences such as pride, jealousy, lust, anger, greed, laziness, and stinginess, which resulted in the division between man and himself. I am unable to do what I want to do, but I do what I don't want to do, and the triple division and pain between man and God and between man and man. This is a fact of sin that is obvious to all. Therefore, the Son of God comes to save us. He atones for our sins and gives us the grace to sanctify our humanity. The difference between justification by faith and justification by faith. Turning a selfish humanity into a humanity that is willing to make sacrifices for others and full of love. He makes us saints, and can even go to heaven to share the divinity of God and become children of God. That's why the Church Fathers often say, God became human in order to deify humans, that is, to eventually share God's eternal divine life. The saints were once weak, limited, and even guilty like us when they were on earth. However, by courageously cooperating with God's grace, their sin-tainted humanity was transformed and they became saints and were able to go to heaven to be with God. Today, All Saints' Day commemorates the thousands of people who, although not canonized by the Church, have indeed had their humanity transformed and are now in heaven. They may be our parents, relatives, friends, benefactors, or they may be people we don't know at all. Our respect for them will not diminish our reverence for God. On the contrary, it will praise the perfect results of God's saving grace. Can we ordinary people also become saints? Of course we can. Millions of people have already done this. And it is the purpose of each of us in life. Saints are people whose humanity has been transformed and will be with God in heaven in the future. You and I can become saints and should strive to become saints.